channel. Thanks for stopping by for another video. Hi everyone, what's up? So today's video is going to be a pet edition, kind of how I take care of my fish tank, and the guinea pig habitat, and the processes I go through to keep them clean. I usually keep the guinea pig habitat clean on a weekly basis. Well, of course daily, there's like minor touch-ups and stuff I do. And then weekly, I take everything out completely and put in new bedding, we use puppy pads under the bedding and hay and everything. And then the fish tank is a little scary right now, but it's because our filters stopped working all of a sudden. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's broken or if it's just wasn't getting enough water to it. So I've kind of neglected the fish tank for a while. But I'm definitely going to show you guys how I clean that, and it's really going to be a good example because it is very dirty. So it's going to be like a really in-depth cleaning of how I do that. I do have one single fish in there right now, and it's a little rosy fish. There were two other of them because the woman at the pet store, she said you can usually keep about 1 per gallon of water. So we had bought 3 because we have a 3.5 gallon tank. And 2 of them died like right off the bat, so I'm not sure what happened to them, but then 1 survived, and we've had it for a really long time, and it will not die at all. And I'm not saying I want it to die, but I'm really surprised it hasn't died because the tank is really dirty and I just haven't had the time to do a really in-depth cleaning, and I knew that I wanted to do it for this video specifically. So I'll give you a closer look at that in a second. But yeah, pretty much is what I'm going to be doing is filming me cleaning the fish tank and how I go about doing that if anyone has any questions. And of course the guinea pig habitat, which I've kind of touched on before in my previous videos. But I'm going to talk about it more in depth, like kind of what I do with the guinea pigs. I put them in their playpen and kind of let them run around. And then how I go about cleaning it, because I have designed this entire setup myself. So like, you know, the cages you get at the pet store, I put one of them on each side, and then they have a middle area they can run around in, and the doors for the cages I've just turned into ramps so they can go on either side. They can run around through the whole thing. It's approximately, let's see, it's on a 6-foot table, and it's about 2.5, 3 feet. I'd say it's roughly 12 to 18 square feet for 2 guinea pigs, so it's not bad. But anyways, so let me show you guys the fish tank. Don't judge, just be happy the fish isn't dead and that I am now officially going to clean it. So alright, so here's the fish tank. As you can see, the filter stopped working. I think it's because, like I said, there wasn't enough water getting to it. This is where we feed the fish, so it's pretty dirty, got some dust on it. We have one of these thermometers, it's really cool. Yeah, it's just got a lot of algae and everything. I'm going to completely change out the rocks and everything that's in here. Let me see if I can find the fish. He usually sits over here. I don't know where he is, but he's in there somewhere. I literally just saw him earlier swimming around. And what I'm going to be putting in there is, I got some blue gravel, and I got some SpongeBob accessories I thought would be really cute to put in there. So I got a SpongeBob little ornament, and I got his pineapple house, of course, and I've got Squidward's house, and those are something else for the fish tank. So yeah, I was thinking about doing that, putting it in. So let's get started. Alright, so kind of just move stuff out of the way. because what I do first is I'm gonna go get a towel and lay a towel down, because then I'll take everything out and lay it on the towel. So please hold. Alright, so the towel. Definitely gonna have to move good. Alright, so I lay a towel out and take the lid off. And I unplug everything completely. And then I take out like the heater for it. Filter. Oh, he's still alive. He's sitting around there. Alright, so very carefully, without, I guess it doesn't matter because the water is so dirty anyways, but usually I try to get as much out as I can without putting my hands in the water. Also without like scaring the fish as much as possible. And this will make it easier so that I can actually get the fish out. Oh, I skipped a step. So, next is what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little container. Usually it's like one of the containers that betta fish come in, and I'm going to put some fresh water in there, probably like the purified water I give the piggies. Put some water in there. I'll put like a temporary heater in there for a little bit, and some water conditioner, and then, like stuff to make sure the water's okay. And then, so I'm going to do that, get that around, and then I'm going to get the fish, out of this tank and put it into a little bowl for temporary purposes. So, just a second. Alright, so what I did is I took the thermometer from the tank and cleaned it up good, and I'm going to get a lot of hate for this part, but just so everyone knows, this is just a very temporary thing. The fish is only going to be in here for like an hour at the most. So this is the water I use for the guinea pigs. It's a purified water. It doesn't have any of the stuff in it that normal tap water does. So I filled that up pretty good. It's pretty chilly, so what I do is put the thermometer in here. And this is a heater. I just put this in there temporarily to heat up the water enough for the fish. It usually doesn't stay in here because clearly we don't want the fish to cook, so it is such a small space. So I'm just gonna plug this in. And the red is showing that it's not up to the temperature it should be. So next I'm going to put a little bit of water conditioner in there. And this takes a milliliter per gallon. So obviously this is more than a gallon, so I'm just going to put a tiny little bit in there. And usually, like when I clean the tank, I'll put also a bacteria supplement in there, but that's not necessary for this right now because the fish is only going to be in there for like an hour or so. I was just reading the thermometer. The other thing about the rosy fish is they do require a much warmer temperature. So yeah, it's much colder than the tank. So I'm going to let that sit for a little bit and get warmer. And then, oh, poor baby. And then I'll be back, alright? Alright, so this water is pretty much up to temp. So I'm gonna get the fish out and put them in here. Here we go. So we got the fish in there. What are you gonna do to me? I'm gonna give them a little bit of food. Okay. And I'm pretty much just going to keep an eye on the temperature of this water because eventually I'll take the heater out so the fish doesn't cook. Alright, so the next part's a little complicated. Alright, so for this next part, it's kind of funny as I almost trip and die. So you need like a bucket, and I use this system to get the water from here to there. It suctions it up, and pretty much is what this is for is because the water in here, it's too heavy to pick it up and take it to the bathtub. So I usually put it in this bucket and then take the bucket outside and dump it. Alright, so that's pretty much done. I'll give you a close-up, guys. Alright, so here's the little dude. Oh, I don't know if it's a female or male. Just a little guy. And then there's the water. Oh my gosh. You can see my reflection though. So yeah, I'm gonna dump this outside and I'll be right back. Alright, so I dumped all the water from here. Anthony's home and he has a bit of a cough, but it's not COVID, don't worry. Probably not like anybody cares, but so I'm gonna finish taking everything out of here. And then I'm pretty much gonna take this to the bathtub where I'll continue the next process. Alright, so in the bathroom here we've got our clean towel for once the different pieces are cleaned. And we've got our fish tank in the bathtub. And then is what I do is the bathtub's pretty clean, so I'm not worried about it, but after I dump the water I'm gonna clean the bathtub anyways before we shower or bath or anything like that. Or bathe, I mean. So I have this strainer. It was literally like $1 at the grocery store or something. So is what I'm gonna do is I dump the water through the strainer and catch all the rocks. I'm not gonna be saving the rocks, but I don't want the rocks going down the drain. So I'm gonna set up my tripod and show you guys kind of how I do it. I might do like a hyperlapse of the cleaning, but pretty much all I'm gonna do is maybe take a toothbrush and clean the tank with hot water. And you can't use soap because fish are really sensitive to that. So if you use soap and there's residue, it could really harm the fish. So I'm just going to be using hot water and possibly a toothbrush if I can find one, if we have one. And I'm going to dump the remnants of the water and the stones into the strainer, catch that, and then clean the tank, alright? so I came to check on the fish. The temperature of the water is at a pretty decent point. I'm gonna leave the heater in for a little longer though. Still surviving, not thriving though. I'm gonna leave the heater in for a little bit longer and get him back in his tank hopefully pretty soon. Okay, so usually every couple times I clean the fish tank, I throw stuff away because it gets pretty yucky and you don't want to keep the same stuff. So I'm gonna toss these things. The next thing I'm gonna do is scrub this and throw out the filters. Also scrub that. You just have to be careful not to get the cords wet, which is easy. And then I'm gonna put new filters in and get the tank back up and running. Well, so to speak. And then I'm going to take the new gravel, and is what I do. Excuse Anthony. Is what I'm gonna do with the gravel is I usually put it in the strainer like the old ones, and I rinse them very good so there's no dust or anything on them from the factory. And then I'm gonna put them back into the tank, and then I also rinse these off pretty good, the toys and stuff, or not the toys, the decorations. Make sure they don't have any dust or anything on them from sitting in the store. And kind of just gonna do a hyperlapse of putting everything back together, and then eventually I'll get the water put back in there, and the water will have to heat up for a while. Alright, so I took the old washcloth off that was on there because it was kind of dirty, and I took it off and I dusted the top of this, replaced the towel with a new towel, and now we've got the fish tank in all its glory back up on its precious perch, and now I'm going to fill it with water. So, ready, set, go! Yay, we got some water. Oh no, there's something floating in it already. I have to get my net and get that out. Anyways, so I got the filters in, and I just rinsed them off good because usually they have a little dust on them. So you want to rinse them off good with warm water. Got the heater back in, and now I'm going to plug everything on and get it up and running so that the water can start to heat up, because the water was in my car, so it's super cold, and we don't want to put the fishy back in that quite yet. So he's still, well, I'm calling him a he, but I don't know what it is. The water is not too bad for him. Trying to focus it, you can kind of see the temperature. Yeah, still in the green. So I'm gonna get everything back up and running and then check back in with you guys. Alright, so we got everything back up and running, so it'll take some time for it to heat up, and this will let me know when I see it's not even it's not even close to being on the even scale of the thermometer. But anyways, so I got the filter system going, the heat's going, get it warmed up. And also is what I do while I'm waiting for it to warm up is I have this top fin water conditioner that I put in, as well as the bacteria supplement, and you have to do them within 15 minutes of each other. So I'm gonna do that, and then once the tank is warmed back up, I will check back in with you guys, and we'll get the fishy back in its home. Alright guys, I'm back. So it's been quite a few hours, if not more. Still got a little guy in there. The temperature in there is reading about, let's see, a little under 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and this is about 76, 77 or so. I say that because you can't really see it on camera, but this is 76 and this is 78. I guess you can kind of see it. It's heating up at 78, so it's about in between there, which I probably shouldn't touch it because that's probably affecting it too. But yeah, this has been running nicely. It's really late. It's almost 11:30 p.m. So I did this earlier. It was like 5 p.m. or so, so it's been sitting for a while. It's getting warm, and I think I'm going to transfer the fish back into the tank. I put some water conditioner in it and bacteria supplement. So that's been sitting for a while and circulating through. This is so cute. I just got this stuff from Walmart. I was gonna get it from the pet store, but it was more expensive at the pet store. So then I remembered seeing it at Walmart and it was much cheaper, just in case anyone's interested. So I'm gonna put this little dude and or I don't know what gender it is. I'm gonna put this little fish guy back in the tank, and yeah, I'll check back in. Alright. Unidentified gender fish is back in its tank. You happy? Swimming about. It's got lots of little areas it can swim into since it's so small. Swim in here, can swim in there. So yeah, fish tank is officially complete. So this is how I clean my fish tank. I am gonna go to the pet store and probably pick up a couple more fish. Whichever's compatible with the rosy. If not, I'll grab a couple more rosies. I think that's what they're called. So yeah, there's that. Next, I'll be doing the guinea pig habitat, but obviously not tonight because it's way too late. And tomorrow I'm pretty busy. I have a dentist appointment. So, baby, how's he doing? How's your boys doing? Mr. Sylvester, hello, baby. How you doing? So yeah, stay tuned. If you like this video so far, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of stuff. I'm probably gonna head to bed for tonight, but keep watching, and next will be in the guinea pig habitat. Hi everybody, welcome back. So I'm going to be doing the second part of this video, which is cleaning the guinea pig habitat. I just went to the dentist yesterday, so I'm feeling the need to show off my pearly whites. The dentist was very proud of my teeth, so but anyways, I just wanted to forewarn you guys before I get going upstairs, because the windows are open upstairs in the guinea pig room because it's a little too warm in there. They're doing roofing work out here where I live, so it's gonna probably be really loud from time to time. There's also music playing, so I'm gonna try to figure out how to not have that incorporated so I don't get copyrighted. But anyway, so I'm gonna head upstairs and show you guys the guinea pigs. Hello, boys. We've got one in here. Oh, hello, Sylvester. I was not expecting you. So Humphrey must be in here. Hey, how's you doing, mister? He's like, I'm running from the law. Hey, baby. How's you doing? You're gonna get clean today. How do you feel about that? Make you feel good? Huh? Can I boop you? Alright, anyway guys, so this is the current situation. We've just got hay everywhere, which happens about this time. I'm gonna set up the playpen for the guinea pigs, which includes this big round playpen. We've got a couple tubes and a couple of these fun house things that I got from Walmart. And yes, I'm gonna go set that up downstairs, and then I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like. Okay, so that last part, I kind of had to just do it on mute because I ended up deciding to put them over there in my bedroom, and there's music playing outside, so it was definitely way too loud to try to even talk over and hope that I could even get it out of my video, so I just muted it. So, alright, are you guys ready to go over to your house? I'm gonna get them and take them over, and then I'll probably just do another muted version of them running around and show you guys how they like it. Alright, so they actually turned the music off temporarily. If it starts again, I'll just mute this part, but the boys are in there playing around somewhere. Oh, there's Humphrey. Oh, Humphrey just went over there, I think so. Oh, there's Sylvester Wester. They're learning. Huh. You guys are learning. We're such good babies. So yeah, I'm just gonna let them run around in here for probably a couple hours. That was the cutest little popcorn ever. And then I'll show you guys how I clean their habitat. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the center because the center is always the easiest to do in my opinion. And probably the next time I do this, I'm gonna end up excuse me. Next time I do this, I'm probably gonna end up washing all the towels and everything. I usually do it about every 3 to 4 times I change out everything. So I kind of just shake stuff off. And I'll just kind of temporarily put stuff up there, close that. I got these blankets off Amazon. They're super cute. They come in a pack of 6, I think, and they're all different colors. Sometimes if I can't get hay off the towels, I just use a broom. I have a little mini one I use. Smells pretty good. And then I'll probably just close this up like I usually do. So it's easier to work with. Alright, so next is what I'm going to do is make sure I have my garbage bag ready. And you know what? I gotta text Anthony and ask him to pick up some hay. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to ask Anthony to pick up some hay because we're actually running out of hay. I didn't realize before I started this. So pretty much it's just what I do is kind of gather all of this. We have puppy pads down, and we also put bedding on top of that, and then hay following the bedding. So is what I do is just try to kind of wrap everything up as good as possible. And get it to the trash can, or the trash bag I have here. It's going to consist of wrapping it up like this, and then folding it. If you miss them, it's okay, because I have a small handheld vacuum I use to pick up the excess. And I also use my dustpan. The base that we have for the center area is actually for a dog kennel bed, and it's water resistant, I think. Yeah, it's water resistant, and it is very, very durable, so we keep put that in the center where they spend most of their time. And I have this rolled up blanket back here just so they can't escape under it. Just in case, even though I read that guinea pigs don't really care to escape their living quarters, unless they feel like super unsafe. But like, I've read that most people's guinea pigs, when you put them in their habitat, they're pretty content, so they're not really looking for a way out. Although I used to have nightmares that they would get out because they're so high above the ground, and I worried about them falling and like breaking their backs. So I just like sweep up the major stuff for the most part. Oh my goodness. That was not supposed to happen. We also have these things. These are to secure the corners, or corners. This is pretty much an entirely jerry-rigged system, to be honest. I made it myself, so when I first got the guinea pigs, I didn't realize how expensive it was going to be to get them the things that they truly need, because you're definitely misguided at the pet store, and I know, you should adopt, not shop. But there are no guinea pigs for adoption in our area. We live in such a rural area that you would have to travel really far to actually adopt a guinea pig. None of the SPCAs had any at the time when I was looking. So yes, my guinea pigs are from the pet store, don't judge them. And you're definitely misguided when you go to the pet store about what you can have and what you can't have. So after doing more research, I realized that guinea pigs need a lot more space than they are actually given most of the time. So then I just kind of jerry-rigged something to make sure they had the space they need. Alright, so after that is all cleaned and swept up, I'm going to lay down some puppy pads. I didn't realize when I bought these are like the extra large ones, which is perfectly fine. That means we use less, and we got a big pack of 150. We just don't usually use this big. Also, I know you're not supposed to use puppy pads because the guinea pigs are liable to chew on them and get sick, but this is the best option we have for right now to keep things under control. The guinea pigs aren't potty trained, so they kind of just go wherever, and also we cover it with bedding and hay for the most part. So they don't typically, I don't really catch them chewing on it. I don't think they really care, to be honest. And the parts that are exposed are usually on the outside here, where they can't get to them anyways. I just gotta get one more. Alright, so next I'm going to cover it with bedding. I use aspen bedding. I feel that this bedding is the most absorbent. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just how I feel. And as a guinea pig mom, so to speak, I always want what's best for the piggies, but as well as convenient for cleanup. And the aspen bedding is definitely good, better for the piggies, and also more absorbent, so it helps with the cleanup process. And I just put a bunch in there, and then I spread it out pretty evenly. So between the aspen bedding and the puppy pads, usually we can get about a week or so out of this. Unfortunately, it's been about a week and like a half since I did it last time. So I try not to go too much longer than that. It's just timing, like, you know, things happen. It was Mother's Day this past weekend, so I spent time with my mom. And we usually try to do it on the weekends, but obviously things, you know, come up on the weekends, so you just do it when you can. And try not to let it go for too long. And then next, I just put a thin layer of hay over top of the bedding. Kind of sprinkle that on like cheese. This helps because guinea pigs use hay for bedding and also to eat. Just gives them that habitat sense, like their natural environment. So this bag is pretty much empty. I'm just going to dump the rest. Don't like to waste no hay. Okay, so this is kind of the finished product. Alright, and then this is what I'm going to do is put these blankets back down. I just use it as extra support for the lamps. And sometimes they like to sleep in the as well, but not as often anymore. They kind of used to, but they don't really now. And then I just tuck in the towels good to make sure the lamps are supported. And then I put back their hut. So the center is complete. Now I am out of hay, so unfortunately I'm going to have to wait to do the rest when Anthony brings hay home. So I will continue when he does that. Hi everyone, so it is the next day, it is Thursday, and I didn't finish last night because we had to end up taking our friend Bernard Shout out to Bernard, he wants to be in my YouTube video. We had to take him to the store last night, so we had some friend commitments, and so I figured I'd finish the guinea pig habitat today, and also Anthony had to get hay last night. He brought some hay home when he came home yesterday, so I am just holding Sylvester because I don't know if there's something wrong with him, or if he's not doing well or something. But I found him hiding under like one of the ramps in a place that usually they don't hide. So I don't know if something spooked him really bad or what the case is, but I brought him out and I'm holding him. Did you camera shy? He's such a sweet boy. He's the sweetest of the two. Yes. He's like a little baby. Aww. Yeah, so pretty sure nobody wants a close-up of my face, so but yeah, that's what's going on. I'm just kind of holding Sylvester. Yeah, it's okay. He's kind of a cuddle bug. He's so sweet. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'm sorry it's taken so long to just get one thing done, but like I said, you know, things happen in life, you gotta come back to it. So that's what we're doing. Alright? Stay tuned, guys. Okay, everyone, so I'm gonna get started on this side of the habitat. So, if you guys watched up until this point, I've done this center already. So now is what I do is I kind of take everything out from the side. Also, I don't know what they did to this, but it is like a mess. So I'm probably gonna pick up another one of these today for them because they really like hiding in here. And like I said, I don't know what they did to it. If they just chewed it or what. But yeah. So I kind of take everything out, shake it a little. Like when it's in between washes, I'm gonna vacuum anyways, so I kind of just flip it to a clean side. Take everything out. Put a little pillow. Stuff can stay on top. That's fine. Probably the next time I do this, I'm going to clean the towels and everything because they're actually pretty bad. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I should do them today. Actually, I'm going to do a load of laundry for the Piggies stuff, and I'll show you what I can do for that. So I got this laundry bag off Amazon. It's called Leaky Pets, and it's specifically designed to put guinea pig, bedding, blankets, fleece liners, anything like that in the wash. So you shake everything off outside, and then you put everything in here. Try not to fill like all the way though, and then you just pop this right into the washer, and then wash everything, and then put your soap and wash everything, and then when the wash load is done, you take everything out from the bag, shake it again, and then you put everything individually into the dryer. So you don't put this in the dryer. It just smells really good, so I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put everything first in the garbage bag. Get it outside. So I'll show you guys how I wash everything. So for now, just put everything in the garbage bag. Towels and all. Okay, so that's pretty much everything, I believe. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this stuff outside. I just shake it in the grass next to our apartment. Then I'm going to put everything in here, put this in the wash with some soap, and let this go on wash. It'll be like a half hour. And then I'm gonna come back and I'll do each side, put it back and get it ready for the towels and everything to get put back in. And then, yeah, so I'll show you guys that process, but for now I'm just gonna go out and shake everything out, put stuff in the wash, and then I'll be back, all right? How are my babies doing? There's Sylvester. Hi, baby. How's he doing? They're so cute. I love this little setup so much. I think they like it too, don't you guys? I don't know where Humphrey is. Oh, there he is. He likes it in there. Sylvester likes it in there. You guys are such good little boys, huh? Alright, so we are back. I put everything in the wash. I have a timer set for about 30 minutes. So I'm going to get started and try and get as much done as I can before the timer goes off. Alright, so pretty much is what I've done is, for the most part, taking everything out of here. I could probably actually take this out too. Just kind of set it over here to the side. There's my little vacuum. Okay, so what going to start with this one, because obviously the camera's pointed to this one. So really what I'm going to do is detach the top from the bottom tray, and I just lift it up, pull this out, and then I can change everything from there. So I kind of have to start back here. And I've detached the back fence also, just to make this process easier. So once I've got that, I kind of just hold this with my left hand and pull this out with my right, and then kind of slowly try to maneuver this out. It's a little complicated, but honestly, it works for us, so we've just been... Well, it kind of works for us. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, but it's because it's all detached. So usually this will just sit up here. There we go. So that's not supposed to happen. But anyways, so now once I've got this out, I can kind of just roll this up. And right. This is pretty gross, to be honest, but I'm so used to it because they're my own animals, so it's kind of like, as a mom to your own kids, you know, like you give them like the spit shine and all that. And I'm not saying I do that to my guinea pigs, I'm just saying the same concept of like, you don't really care about the germs because they're your own, kind of, your own kid, your own pets. So now is what I'm looking for is my broom. So I'm starting to realize that this video is not going as planned. First that thing falls, and now I just feel like things aren't working out. It's not usually this complicated, it's really not. But I've also kind of let it go for a little longer than I usually do. I usually only let it go for like a week, and it's been a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Just because, like I said, it was Mother's Day last weekend, so we spent time with my mom, and you know, things happen. Everyone has that when you have pets or children. Okay, so I don't think I have enough paper towels up here. So then is what I use is Nature's Miracle Cage Cleaner. I don't know if you can see that. It's really good. I got it off Amazon. It's pet friendly, so there's no biohazards or chemicals or anything that's going to be really hazardous to the guinea pigs. And this one's actually almost out, so it's pretty out. I have another one here. So I just spray it with the okay, so I'm going to grab another roll of paper towels and a put back. The paper towels, I also just realized the toilet is running, I don't know why. So I'm gonna try to hurry up, clean this up, and go tell maybe the plumber. So I'm gonna just wipe this down good. Most things usually come up pretty well. Down a couple puppy pads on the very bottom. The guinea pigs don't even, I don't even think they come into contact with these because they're like on the way bottom. And we put stuff on top of them, so what I'm going to use is some aspen bedding. But first, I have these makeshift box. It's a makeshift ramp. Alright, so first thing I do is put this stuff right down in the middle. And the towel ends up going over top of them, so it kind of keeps it in place. And then I fill around it with aspen bedding. So once you get a nice even base, then I do a little bit of hay. And that one is complete. So, I'm just making sure still recording. Good. Okay. So, now the tricky part is getting it back up here without anybody's help. Let's see if that works. So, what we have under here is we have a layer of newspaper. Couple layers. And then we also have an old towel, just for extra protection. Now what I do is just grab it from the bottom, grab this, and slide it on down. Just like that. Okay. Now this blanket has to come up. Blanket serves as like a transition between each area. That is what I gotta do. Okay. Then I'm gonna line up each side. And then this side, and this side. And then last but not least, the front. Alright. So that side is complete. Oh, I did it backwards. So I put the tray in the wrong way. See, I don't know what it is about today. This is just not going as planned. Usually it is not this difficult. I feel like it's because I'm by myself. Usually I have opening help. But he currently has an upper respiratory tract infection. So I don't really want him to have to do this while sick because it really makes him cough and sneeze really bad. So there. Okay, put one more thing there. Alright, so hopefully you guys got a good glimpse of that process. So I'm going to do the other side, and so this video isn't super long. I'm just going to show you the completed version, alright? Alright everyone, I'm back. So this is the current situation. We've got this side is back up and running. The center just kind of has stuff in it for now, until I get the towels and everything back from the dryer. Excuse me. And then the right side is complete. Again, just waiting on blankets and towels. So we have quite the mess as always. Usually a bunch of bedding and hay gets everywhere, as you can see. Luckily I have a really good vacuum that vacuums it up like 99%. So first thing I'm going to do is take down these garbage bags down to the dumpster. This has guinea pigs waste in it and fish waste in it. So I'm going to take that down, and then I'm probably going to do like a hyperlapse of me vacuuming up good. And then hopefully by that time the stuff will be done from the dryer, so then I can put everything back completely 100%, and then I'll check back in with you guys, alright? Alright, so I'm officially done vacuuming up. It looks really good. Those are a couple of stains I gotta probably work out eventually. But yeah, it looks so nice, much better. And my timer just went off for the dryer, so I'm going to go get the towels and blankies and stuff from the dryer and put them back, and I'll show you guys the end result. Alright, so never mind the noise outside. They're still working on the roof here. And there's some banging next door because I believe the maintenance guy is doing some work in the apartment next door. So I'm officially complete with the guinea pig habitat for the most part. They've got food, hay, just filled up their water. The center is done. I got the blanket back up. It just kind of provides them extra protection, or so they feel more safe, because it's a really big open area. So the blanket is really just to kind of provide some security for them. And I got this side done. I've got hay, water, food. And as you can see, that's what I do with the ramps. I kind of put the towels back down. And yeah, so this is complete. I've got it all vacuumed up nicely. So is what I'm going to be doing now is I actually threw away this wicker thing because it's really torn up. So I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy 2 more of them. I'm going to put one over here and one over here, and I'm going to put a blanket in each of them. I've got 2 blankets ready to go, so that way they both kind of have an equal space to hang out in, and they're not fighting over that one. And for now I put the other thing down here because they don't really use it as much. Sylvester is really the only one that can like really fit in it. Humphrey kind of forces himself into it, so I don't want them to feel like they have to hide in a place they can't fit in. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get that. I also have to take something to the post office for Anthony, and I think I'm also gonna go to the pet store and pick up another fish, because unfortunately the fish that I had when I did the beginning of this video, it passed away. So I have this perfectly good, clean tank, so I think I'm going to go pick up a few fish or beta or something. And I think I'm also going to get like a soda or something because I'm sweating so bad and really thirsty. So yeah, thanks for watching so far. I'll check back in with you guys before I end this video. But other than that, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like videos like this. And leave a comment in the comment section below if you have guinea pigs and if you kind of have to go through a similar cleaning routine where it's a little intense. To be honest, I know I videoed this side. I think it was just because I knew I was on camera, but this side was not that bad. And it's usually not as difficult as it is to do. When I did this side, it's not usually that difficult. So anyways, so I'll check back in with you guys. See you later. Alright guys, I'm back. I know it was only like a second for you guys, but it was an hour for me. I had to run some errands. Ended up getting 3 beautiful male guppies for the fish tank. They're so beautiful. They're really pretty. I'm hoping they like the fish tank, so I'm gonna be putting it in there for, I think she said 15 minutes, just like in the bag and everything. Alright, so I've got them in the bag, in the tank, in the water, so hopefully they can get used to it. It's like 79 in there, so should be pretty good for them. I'm gonna let that sit for a while, and then I also got 2 more of the wicker huts for my babies. So I'm going to set those up on either side and get the piggies back in here, and I'll catch you back. Alright, so I got the baskets, or whatever they're called, like little huts in there. Got one on that side, and whoever sits over there also has a little pillow. And then I got this side all set up. Blanket in there, and whoever sits in here gets a little hammock roof. Well, it's actually a hammock, but I used it as kind of like a shade area. So yay! Now we're gonna go get the baby boys and put them back in here and see how they like the place. Alright, the boys are back home. What do you think, guys? Smells fresh and clean, doesn't it? It smells fresh and clean. Hi, babies. Oh, boys are so sweet. Hey, Mr. Humphrey Wumphrey. What do you think? So anyways, guys, this is the official complete setup of the guinea pig habitat that we currently have, and that, my friends, was the entire process of how we clean it weekly. We don't always do a load of towels and blankets, but when we do, it looks like that. I'm just waiting for them to see the huts. And last but not least, we've got our fishies in here. It's probably been about 15 minutes or so, so I think I might let them out into the water, so I'll show you guys how they're doing. Alright, now I have 3 more boys, because there's 3 boy fish, and they are so beautiful. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. So yeah, they love it. So anyways, guys, I know I already said this, but thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like videos like this. I do cleaning motivation, inspirational videos. I do lifestyle videos on me, my boyfriend Anthony, and our guinea pigs. Anything to do with pets like this video today, and just really anything. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me clean the fish tank and the guinea pig habitat, and now we've got 5 very, very happy pets. Bye!